Thank you so much for watching today's video. I'm going to be preparing spicy buffalo chicken and avocado sandwiches on crispy Texas toast. Let's start with the chicken. This is the chicken I'll be using. Skinless, boneless chicken thighs. But if you prefer to use chicken breast, you can use a skinless, boneless chicken breast. Or you can even start with bone-in chicken, which is probably more reasonably priced, and just remove the skin and bone yourself. I'm going to do the regular wash. I soak my chicken in vinegar and lime and water. Do a complete wash, rinse it twice, and then I'll go ahead and show you how I marinate it. This is a blend of pickle juice, water, red onion, and fresh garlic. My sandwich sauce is just 2 tablespoons of ketchup, 2 tablespoons of mayonnaise, and 1 hefty teaspoon of sriracha. After it's all mixed well, mine wasn't, you can store it in the fridge and let it stay there until you're going to assemble your sandwich. So before I start frying the chicken, I'm going to go ahead and prepare the Texas toast so that the chicken won't have to sit while the toast gets done afterwards. And because I'm marinating the chicken with garlic, I won't be adding any garlic to the toast. That's right, I said garlic. For those of you who don't know, Texas toast does include garlic powder. The more you know. And you want to look for a nice, even brown coating. And you just flip it over and do the same for the next side. I'll show you as soon as it's done. These are about ready. And that's the crust that you're looking for. golden on both sides. And you let them set and come to room temperature. Now I have my toast prepared. I have my sauce prepared. I'll be working on my buffalo. In my pot, I've got 3 garlic cloves sliced down the middle and 5 tablespoons of butter. Some people use more butter in their buffalo sauce, but I like to go heavy on the buffalo spice, which is Texas Pete Mahon, and light on the butter. So I'll be adding my Texas Pete. One more thing before adding the Texas Pete. Again, you're doing this butter nice and low. You don't want it to become brown in color, but you want it to cook enough to draw out the flavor of your garlic so that you can remove it and it's not in the final sauce. Another thing I failed to mention is in my pickle brine, I choose to use half pickle juice and half pickled pepper juice. Now, if you just like the pickle juice, you can just use that, but I find that using part pickled pepper juice also adds to the kick that you get at the end. It's really good. Texas Pete is in. You want to make sure that you give this a nice good stir so that everything is well blended, the butter and the hot sauce. Gonna let this continue to simmer a little low with the garlic still in, and after my chicken is fried and I dip it, I'll be sure to remove the garlic before that. Just your avocado with a squeeze of lime over top. And a pinch of fresh cracked black pepper. And set it aside to assemble. And my chicken has been very well marinated. You can tell when it's just about ready, when you see that it's kind of changed slightly in color, somewhat opaque. You don't want it to go too much longer, but this is going to render a nice tender piece of chicken and very, very flavorful. Now what I use to coat it, I think I mentioned once before, I will never go back to plain all-purpose flour, but I use potato starch. I use 1/2 potato starch, 1/2 all-purpose flour, and then I season it all with Tony's Creole seasoning. Add that in. Make sure it's all fully incorporated. Add your chicken one at a time so you get a nice thorough coating on each piece. Crispy buffalo chicken. This is without any buttermilk or any egg product. You get a nice crispy chicken with that potato starch. And I use the pickle brine because I don't like the taste of buttermilk. I can do without it. And my chicken is delicious. Thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please press like, leave me a comment, and do subscribe. I'll be uploading another video in a few days. I'm going to debone a turkey, stuff it, and roast it. Golden roast, deboned, stuffed turkey